Good morning class 9 students, welcome back to your online class once again. So in the revision tour today I am going to discuss about few important topics related to the chapter hardware. So let us begin the video. The first important question in this chapter is the functioning of CPU. In this question we will be writing about the different functions of CPU. The first one is it takes the information and processes it according to the instruction given by the user. So whatever instruction is given by the user, that is being processed by the central processing unit of computer. The second one is that it performs all calculations. Whatever calculation related work, it is done by the CPU. It takes all the decisions also, and it controls all the input units of the computer, that is the input unit, output unit of the computer. So students, you can see the diagram. By this it is very much clear that how the CPU functions. Input is given by the input devices and then it goes to the CPU for processing, wherein the control unit controls the instruction, pass on it to the ALU, and then it is stored in the memory of the computer. And after that the output is provided to the user with the help of the output device like monitor and printer. Now the next important topic is that what is a pointing device and what is the popular pointing device that we are using.
So pointing device, that is helpful for navigating on the screen with the help of point, and mouse is the most popular pointing device. There are many others, light, pen, joystick. So you can write the example of any one.
Now the next important question is that what is the role of memory in computer? A computer's memory actually uses random access memory RAM to hold the data temporarily, data and instructions which are given by the user to complete their work. It also enables the central processing unit to hold the instructions and do their work quickly. And the measurement unit of now the memory of the computer is measured in terms of bits and bytes. Bit stands for binary digit, wherein 8-bit is equal to 1 byte and 4-bit is equal to 1 nibble. You can see the structure here and you can draw this structure while defining the memory in computer. Now let us move on to the next question. Now the next question is the difference between the internal and external memory, which is the difference between the primary and secondary memory. So you can see here in the diagram the difference between the primary memory of computer and secondary. The primary is the fastest memory and secondary is the slow memory. Secondary memory is also known as external memory and primary is known as internal memory. Primary memories are directly connected to the CPU, whereas secondary are not. Primary are expensive as well, and the example of primary is RAM and ROM, and secondary memory, the example is hard disk, floppy disk, any external memory which you attach to the computer. Secondary memories are also cheap in cost. And the last one is that primary memory can handle the small volume of data, however you can store more amount of data in the secondary memory. All right, let us see the next important question, which is the need of auxiliary memory. What is an auxiliary memory? It is the actually secondary memory of the computer, or you can say the external memory of the computer, which is required when you want to increase the storage capacity of your system. So whenever we purchase any particular system from the market, primary memory is already there, RAM and ROM, but if your storage capacity goes full, or if you are having a less storage and you want to store more amount of data, you can go on and purchase the secondary memories from the market. The memory which is externally attached to the computer from the outside, those are secondary and external memory or auxiliary memory. Example can be floppy disk, CD-ROM, DVDs, hard disk, pen drive, flash drive, etc. Now let us revise the different types of memory and their use in computer.
So students, what is memory? Memory is a kind of, you can say, a storage device inside the computer which stores our data temporarily. There are different kind of memory which is further divided into primary and secondary memory. Now primary memory is also called as a main memory of the computer. It is also said to be as an internal memory of the computer because it is attached internally inside the CPU. Whenever you purchase a CPU, you get the primary memory already attached within it. And if you need any kind of additional storage devices, you can increase the storage capacity by adding a secondary memory to your computer. Now accessing the data from primary memory is really faster as compared to the external memory, because it is the internal memory of the computer. It is attached internally inside the CPU, so it is very faster as compared to the other memory. Now primary memory is further divided into two parts, which is RAM and ROM. RAM stands for random access memory and ROM stands for read only memory. Now why secondary memory is required? Actually, secondary memory is also called as external memory. As I have said, it is also named as a auxiliary memory. To increase the storage capacity of the computer, we need a additional memory device which is called as a secondary memory. There are different kind of secondary memories available in market, like CD-ROM, DVD, pen drive, flash drive, which can be attached externally. It means outside the computer, outside the CPU, you can attach them and increase the storage capacity of your computer very easily. So now let us look into what is cache memory and what is the use of the cache memory. It is actually a memory which is placed nearest to the processor, and this memory holds the requested data and instructions from the user, which is immediately available to the CPU. And it is also capable of reducing the access time from the main memory. So to access the data more fastly and frequently, cache memory is placed nearest to the processor, so that instead of getting it from the main memory, the data can be accessed easily and fastly from the cache memory of the computer. Alright, computer storage unit where the data is stored, they are also referred to as registers. So it's a very important point that registers are also a faster computer memory which is used to store the data and instruction which are in execution. Right, so any data instruction which is stored in the computer storage unit, that are also referred to as registers.
That's all for today, students. Go through the video properly. If you have any confusion in any topic, you can mail me. Till then, stay safe and happy. Thank you so much. For regular updates, don't forget to subscribe to Career Zone.